the Aquaman annual issue 2, and I'm happy to say much better than the first annual, because remember that was a terrible issue. I can't even tell you what the story was. It was this like standalone side story with really bad art. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah. Was this the
Because it was like a different writer. It wasn't like, Abnett.
It was set during the Abnett stuff though, right?
It was during the Abnett stuff, but Abnett didn't write it. It was this separate standalone thing.
I remember it now. It was like it was part of a historical thing, and just it didn't. Wasn't it about what's his name's dad?
Oh no, that was a regular issue. That wasn't the
regular issue.
The annual didn't even have anything to do with the plot.
Yeah, I think I put it out of my brain.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the plot was.
I remember it being bad, but no.
Yeah.
This one, I'll say my only problem. I'll lead with the bad on this one. I don't like that this takes place after the current arc.
Yeah.
I hate it when they do that.
That threw me off as well. I was like, wait, really? You can just wait until next month, until after the next issue to put this out?
Yeah.
That was a bit weird. But I actually like this issue a lot because it feels like I always love world building or character building with because that's one of the things I've been liking about this arc in this book with DeConnick is the building of the supporting cast around the town and these godlike beings who are sort of like now living here. And this issue is largely about them integrating with the town, and like Aquaman's going around looking for his dog. After it's just after this thing, there's also Sea Daddy. We have to talk about Sea Daddy.
This will probably catch me some shit. I hate that term's become a thing. I hate that young people are using daddy in the way that they are. So this running joke throughout killed me. Like the stuff with the, we're not going to call him that and whatnot. I appreciate that. So thank you, Kelly Sue and Vita Ayala. For adding that for me?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Yeah, I didn't even mention it. Kelly Sue DeConnick and Vita Ayala, who we suspected there might be a backup because that's why there's two writers, but no, it's just one big story.
No,
Victor Ibanez on the art. I think I'm saying that right. So yeah, Sea Daddy shows up. Aquaman's chilling with the dog, and Jackson.
I've had enough of this, man. I am just like, this is Aquaman. Another one of you. I just dealt with all this. All right, easily takes them out, but in doing so, Amnesty's getting ready for a Founders Day event, and that just goes up in fireworks.
Well, yeah, this guy's flame thing, whatever, hits the fireworks stage. So the fireworks go up in an explosion, and Aquaman's fighting this guy. He gets mad because the Sea Daddy actually shoots at the dog, so he's quite pissed about that. Jackson goes off to get the dog because the dog can't swim.
This is a retriever. All right, retrievers are water dogs. Bad on Aquaman for not taking his dog into the water more. All right, Salty wants to swim, and it's in them all. You just gotta teach him. Anyways,
but he's not been taught. That's one of the big plot points here. Yeah, he's like, oh, we should really teach that dog to swim. But Aquaman uses like a tidal wave to put out the fireworks that are all burning, and so the town kind of calms down, and it's like, oh shit, where'd the dog go? So. They go looking for the dog. Oh, there's a little bit here where there's a kid being really mad because of the doom symbol.
Royal.
Yeah, Royal's pissed off, and he's being like, "Oh, I can't wanted my fun display and everything else." And Aquaman's like, "No, I know you're mad, but we can use this." So Jackson goes with him to help him gather stuff for a bonfire. Aquaman goes with Tula looking for the dog, but they also need supplies for this party. They need to assemble some food and yada yada yada. So it basically becomes what Aquaman runs into a couple of the god figures, and this the I don't remember the names yet. The one Abene, thank you. She gets mad because the fish in the supermarket, something's wrong with them, and Aquaman's trying to explain. No, they're frozen, they're preserved. This is like this is normal. Although we do find out there's a little twist later that that they actually there was something. The fish was being recalled because there was a problem with it. So she wasn't actually wrong.
Nope.
But yeah, she gets all big and blue and scary at one point, and he scares the shit out of the workers. And Aquaman's like, "Can you please? I'll buy all the fish. I'll buy the fish for the party thing. Just calm down, woman." But we start hearing stories of one of the other god figures palling up to Salty. And so we hear this from like one of the you know the cashiers in the supermarket. But it gets kind of worrying because as time goes on, it starts to sound more and more like he's fattening the dog up because he likes to eat dogs and he wants to eat the dog. So Arthur,
I got super worried.
Arthur slowly gets more and more worried as he gets more frantic looking for the dog because he's worried that Salty might be getting eaten. So that's pretty funny because Aquaman's like just standing outside and he's like, it's like he was going to. He's hearing the conversation. The guy's like, it's like he was going to take a bite. Pretty weird food. And he's like, Salty! He starts getting angry and like shouting for the dog.
Gotta go.
Then Erica runs into him and we get a bit more of the Sea Daddy humor where she's like, yeah, that guy from this morning, you mean Sea Daddy? And I love the big blue font every time. Every time they mention it, it's like, yeah, I'm not calling him that. Yeah, that's fine. So, no, that's really good. So, and she's like, oh yeah, I think I saw him. He was with that old guy. And he's like, what? Him again? So he grabs his trident and he goes swimming off looking for him. And he sees him and he's like, look, don't you dare hurt that dog. And it turns out that he actually was just teaching him how to swim.
Right.
That's all it was, is he was teaching the dog how to swim. And so it's the disaster averted, the dog's fine, licks Aquaman in the face. And Locke's like, you're lucky I don't kill you right now for suspecting something, you know, disrespectful little fool. But it's like, no, you humans and your metas, you have to, you know, overcome these things. You know, in the face of doom, be better.
Yeah, and I liked what he was saying is, and he also adds a little bit of a dig there, where he says, he goes, you know, what people do is they create their fears and then they look at the first person that they feel can justify it, because then it makes those fears real, even if there's nothing there. And then Locke looks at him and goes, and by people, I mean you. That's what you did, Arthur. And I thought that was such a fun little dig. You know.
Yeah, I think it did a good job of establishing two of these god characters a bit again, sort of seeing how they're integrating a little bit. Even Jackson gets a fun moment here at the end where Aquaman comes back and sort of admits that he did something stupid, and Jackson's like, damn it, I wish I'd seen that. And Aquaman's like, look, I'll do something dumb again, don't worry. And, you know, it's just, I feel like, you know, and hell, even Atabey, or whatever her name is, when the guy from the store admits that something was wrong with the fish and she was right, she shoves a sandwich in his face.
She goes, here, you're welcome, have a sandwich. Boom. I thought that was pretty great.
She walks off and he's just standing there with a sandwich sticking in his mouth. He's all shocked.
Yeah, so I had to look up these gods again because I forgot what Atabey. Like, I know they're ocean and water gods.
Yes.
But what's fun about here is that both Locke and Atabey are both gods and goddesses of fresh water and fertility. And what's Arthur worried about right now?
His child.
His incoming fatherhood. Yeah. So I think that's a fun little, thing at work here from at least the writers, using these two that basically give lessons to Arthur, not necessarily of parenting, but in almost maturity.
And I kind of like the way that it's fighting off this feeling of doom that's coming over everyone because of the light in the sky. Is basically just, let's just all have something fun to remind us that we're better than that. And it ends with Aquaman using his powers to, so all the fish, all the luminescent fish, make the word amnesty in the water, so you can see it through the water. And it's actually a really nice little page. So no, I thought the art was okay. Didn't blow me away, but I thought it was dependable throughout.
Yeah.
You know, did what it needed to do.
It was a good read. Yeah,
it was a good read. Honestly, it was obviously it's a longer issue because it's an annual, but it honestly went in quite quick. I felt it was really pleasant, and I like that it's spent this time in the supporting cast. I just wish they waited a month and put it out after the next issue, but I guess maybe it just goes with the theme of having this light in the sky that all the issues have got this month, and that's why they wanted to put it out right now. So weird, because I actually was second guessing myself at the start. I was like, wait, did that fight with Black Manta and the Mecha Manta end? I don't remember that ending.
Nope.
Yeah, so
I just wish I would have waited.
Should have waited a month, but I thought it was a really enjoyable slice of life issue. Aquaman be concerned about the dog, and again, I love spending time with Erica and Tula and these gods and Jackson, and really giving all these characters a chance to grow a little bit and get to know them, and make them feel like they're really a defined part of the book. And I think this annual, if the purpose of this annual is to just give them an extra bit of time that maybe they don't have the time for in the regular issues, then this succeeded, in doing that. So, yeah, what are you giving it, Matt?
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. I really enjoyed it, but the art's kind of spotty in spots. I mean, it's decent, but
yeah, I'll give it a straight. I really dig this slice of life kind of stuff. When it's got its own little story and is well told.
Yeah,
I dig it.
Another thing, real quick, looking up. So apparently, it's pronounced his full name is Tlaloc. Man, the Aztecs had zero chill in their worship, because apparently, being the god of rain and whatever, they would do ritual sacrifice, mainly of children, whose crying was considered to be beneficial for obtaining rain. Just like, man, yet this was a, DeConnick and Ayala used this character for a fun lesson in teaching dogs to swim. Gotta love comics, people.